Hello, hello, hello. What's good, everybody? It is time to get back into it. I know it's been a while, but we are here for it and jumping back into the things, all things Invincible, season 3. And you already know the two coming in with me down this crazy road. We got the one, the only Fandom D Saint. It's been a while. What's good, brother?
Yo, in the words of Dwayne The Rock Johnson, finally, EJAK and fandom have come back to you two with the review with the crew. I cannot wait to talk about Invincible because these first few episodes here, even though we're talking about the first two, oh my God, they really brought it. They really did.
Oh, absolutely insane, insane. I know they dropped 3 and actually 4's out now. I got all things revealed. I've seen all 4 of them, but we talking about the first 2 of them tonight. And you know we talking about the first 2 with our dicks are out and we don't give a fuck. What's up, AK?
Yo, I am here. I am here back with the crew again, and I am so delighted that this is the show we're kicking off the new season with. Let's get it.
Oh man, it has been a minute too long. They are back and they are bringing it. Invincible season 3, episode 1. You're not laughing now. This season opened up with Cecil just putting Mark through some rigorous ass training. Like it was going, he was getting it, just rapidly finding out that Earth does not have anything strong enough or heavy enough to truly test the limits of this kid. That has got to be some unnerving shit. Like living with a Homelander scenario, knowing that anytime that this kid wants to snap, there's literally nothing you can do about it. Like, what do you do in that situation, AK?
See, it depends on the hero because, like you say, you compared him to Homelander. Homelander is a wild card. He very obviously makes himself a wild card. Mark don't be out here bothering nobody. He legit be out here trying to do the right thing, trying absolutely to not be like his dad. And Cecil, man, y'all know I've been side eyeing Cecil from the very beginning. And in these 2 episodes here, nah, bruh. Mark should have fucking took you out when he had the chance because you are a damn menace. Everything that you accuse that boy of is what you are doing, sir. You projecting, and I don't like it.
I don't know because I was like that, but then this season comes up, I'm like, you know what? I don't blame Cecil. Not
Are you?
100%.
Wait, hold on,
But
hold on.
there's like
Are you thinking on
20%
future?
there. It's like
Are you
no,
thinking on
I'm not
future
thinking on
episodes, though?
future. It's like
Okay.
20% because you just don't know. There's still that 20% chance that something could happen. Because we ended off with season 2 where Mark ends up killing someone. Granted, is because of his mom and his half brother, but you don't know, and
Hypocrite.
that's the
You
fear.
know what?
And that's
You
why I
know
say
what that
okay,
sounds
Cecil's
like,
okay.
though?
What?
You know what that sounds like, though? That sounds like the pipeline that is very much in the underbellies of the country we reside in. It's that high school straight to prison thing. We don't know what these melanated boys are going to do, what these melanated girls are going to do. So we're just going to go ahead and curb and get rid of them before it becomes a problem. Like Captain America said, bro, that's not trying to keep shit in line. That's not safety. That's fear. And that's a whole different ball game.
Hey, what's up, John Haymaker? I see you out there. Good to see you back. Good to see you. What do you
What's
think about
good,
all
bruh?
Invincible?
And Cecil trying to make sure oh, I'm just helping Mark, with his speed, agility, all that shit. No, you're not. You're trying to see what this big boy tick.
I'm saying,
I
listen,
I'm like, Mark, you don't think this is what's actually going on right now?
I think he's actually trying to make him stronger because he knows he's not strong enough for what's coming next.
Yes. No. I agree with Deji on that. He is trying to make him stronger. But at the same time, he's also making these backward alley plans on plans on plans like he's fucking Duke Harkonnen in Dune, just in case he has to shut him down. And why did he have to shut him down? You led him into the fucking trap, bro. You told him you wanted him to do these things, and then when he's doing these things, he suddenly all of a sudden is a threat. That sounds like back up from me. I feel threatened. That means I can pull my gun and shoot you. That's nah, man.
It's allowed to be a little shotgun guy. Like he just dealt with the father who was an ally helping out number 1 hero of the world until he wasn't. So all eyes on
he never was
another Viltrumite. He didn't know that, but he just kept all eyes on him, and he's doing the same thing with Mark. He's like, I never know when this kid's gonna snap. I don't know when he's gonna go Brightburn on me. Like, yeah, I can't be mad at him. And like he's saying, you know, little spoiler alert for things to come, but you can either be the good guy or you can be the guy that saves the world. You can't be both.
Exactly. And Cecil knows that. That's why I said he's projecting.
He is. He's doing what he's got to do. Like after dealing with Daddy-O, I wouldn't be trusting shit either. Are you kidding me? Not if it's my responsibility.
Okay, but then tell him that. Tell him that. Tell him you don't want him doing that stuff. Everything we've seen of this kid's character, he's not one to go like super rogue and just kill folk like that.
Right? Yeah.
I don't know.
Shout out to Debbie, raising him the right way. But
yeah, absolutely.
Scary. But like, and like we saw in past seasons, like in every other universe, he is evil. He does go the way of his dad. So this is literally the one time.
This could be the universe where he just does.
And that's fair, but Cecil don't know that. That's why I said
that would make it 10
real
times
sus like
worse.
here.
If he knew that,
if he actually knew that, we wouldn't even have this season because he would have straight up locked him up like Superman going into a cell fully made of kryptonite. That's nah. This is the 1% chance that he has of being good and actually saving the world, and Cecil is just on some other shit.
What's the villain's name? Sinclair that had died in season 2? Was that him with the multiverse powers? Sinclair? Wherever that guy was. I'm surprised he didn't just like go to
the big brain dude.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't go to Cecil. Right? That would have probably made everything even like 10 times greater if he actually teamed up with him.
Yeah.
Oh man, absolutely.
Yeah, Haymaker, that stand your ground thing though can be so dangerous.
He said feelings like I'm not backing down. But yeah, I don't know. We know like his father's done is evil. We just don't know what he could do, but we're gonna find out later. It seems Mark and Rex are more broed out than ever, though. Like, how could Rex be mad at Cecil that Cecil didn't ask him to go on the mission, though, at first? Like, my guy, your hand isn't working. You can't even flip the bird right now. Like, how are you gonna go help Invincible? Like, how's he catching feelings right there, fandom?
I would too, though, because well, one, I'm not sure how long has it been truly between the finale and now. I don't think they even gave us a time limit. But even then, we should have like good equipment to the point that he can like go right back in the field. Because when he was back in the field, like one thing he could have get and do was like a good minute and just slip a finger. But he finally did like near the end. So
it's his favorite finger.
It's his favorite finger, Cecil. I mean, yeah, that was just insanity.
I'm really loving Rex so far this season, though. Like he really has developed.
Oh,
agreed.
Are you kidding me?
And I do like that Mark had his back right there at that point. I mean, y'all could have just asked me. I'm standing right here, like, you know what, bruh, I might need some backup. Like, shouldn't I take Mark? Shouldn't I take him with me? So I appreciate the camaraderie they have now.
Oh, he is definitely the Jamie Lannister of this show, 100%. But then when they get there, like he actually handled his guy before Mark handled his. Like, of course, that was because Mark was taking it easy. He just realized these criminals have no real powers. But still, Rex handled his out in the field.
Was that ever in question though? I don't think I've ever put his capabilities in question. The boy has hands.
Yeah, but not when he can't even flip somebody off. I'm like, get fixed up first, my guy, then go back out in the field. But you can't work your fingers. Like, we don't want you getting messed up out there, which he ends up getting anyway. Because first off, fuck Multi-Paul. Like, your ass is as dumb as
that was crazy.
And like Kate is clever, but Multi-Paul like is a stretch. Like it gets there, but it takes a minute. I was just like, I did not like this cat.
Never in an episode was I so upset with myself for not recording a reaction. Because the minute he came out there with his bullshit reasoning, I was like, my dude, you already know what the score is. I didn't kill your sister. No, but you let her die. Bitch, if you found me, you can go and find the people that actually did it. Why you over here fucking with me?
Exactly.
I'm trying to help.
Like, I was trying to save her life. Like, what are you talking about coming to me with this bullshit? Like, that was God dang ridiculous.
Why didn't you find the lizard people? Like, are all of them dead or some one of them are still alive in prison? Yeah,
it's like, what rock did he just climb out from under that made him think that any of this was Rex's fault that his sister died?
Out of all the people in the Brotherhood, you picked Rex to be the fall guy.
The hero's
the one that does not have the superpowers. Really?
Like, why take it out on him? Like, so while Multi-Paul just beats the living life out of Rex, like his sister flies in with Immortal to reveal that she is indeed still alive. So they all freak out about that, while Paul shows zero remorse about what he just did to Rex. I mean,
Ooh, boy, it looked okay. See, that moment channeled the West Indian would-be mom in me because I wanted to jump in the screen. And Fandom can tell you when it comes to smacking or slapping your kids in the West Indies, we call that a box. The minute I saw that foot shit, my auntie's spirit jumped into me with the full access to say, "Nah, he want the box. This you can't come in with that, bro. You don't have any of the facts on the situation, and this is the bullshit you trying to prove. And you didn't think Mark was gonna lay your ass out?" And he was so cocky with it, talking about you can't do anything because you're all alone. Motherfucker, he only needs himself.
I like how Mark wasn't showing any favoritism. He said, "I don't care if he's your brother.
I don't
Kate.
give
His
a
ass
fuck."
is going to jail. Like, it is his fault the declaration was stolen." But I kind of disagree about that. Like, Mark and Rex are just about as much to blame out there BSing instead of picking up that fallen treasure. Like, even his little brother said, "If I was there, I would have handled business," and I believe it.
Yeah,
I
I do
you know
wonder
what?
why they
I
stole
believe it.
the Declaration of Independence, though. It's kind of weird of all things to steal.
That is exactly what I was wondering. Because hold on, because first of all, we know that they're from the future. Why did you
Mhm.
need to come back in time to steal the Declaration? What the fuck kind of hellscape universe are y'all living in that you think this little piece of old parchment paper is gonna fix your problems?
Yeah,
I
well,
need that whole side quest.
yeah, we'll be talking about that. But they give an answer and then they give another answer, so it's probably one of those two
In the same
things.
episode?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta rewatch
Did
that
they?
first episode
Yeah,
then.
I gotta go rewatch
Oh,
because I
not
don't
in this. No, I said future. That's why I'm not saying what it is.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay, okay.
okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
I
that's episode
I
4.
will say
Oh, I haven't seen that.
I do love that when the one that was going up against Mark, he's sitting there talking while Rex has his guy down, and Rex is like, "Bro, what the fuck are you doing?" And Mark's like, "Bro, I'm trying to go easy on him." Meanwhile, this dude is throwing all of the fists of fury, and Mark is just standing there like, "Yo, they just regular dudes. I'm not actually trying to hurt them." Until he fucks around and finds out, and Mark has to shut him down with one shot. Hilarious.
Oh, it's too much. Absolutely too much. I like how Mark didn't do that, and like he did take his ass to jail. But was he just mad that his buddy got beat up? Like, if Rex wouldn't have got beat up, do you think he would have done it, or do you think he's just feeling bad because they lost independence and he needs somebody to blame about that when he goes back empty-handed?
But taking him to jail?
Yeah.
No,
Like,
regardless, like what the hell just happened? Like you can't just allow that to happen. And also, I think didn't we also see Multipole like in previous seasons in jail too? So he's kind of a criminal. So
well, we
that's
see
what.
that's another. Well, yeah, that's another thing that happens in later episodes that we find out.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I think in past seasons, like when the Molars were in jail or something, like they show like a scene where he was like in jail. I think.
Feel it. You might be right about that.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and watch. I don't remember.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's stuff. I
These
definitely
recap videos, you gotta love them. You gotta love them.
I'm telling y'all, Daniel CC
Because
movies.
when
He
I was
got
watching
you.
the first like what few seconds of like the previously on Invincible, I'm like, hold up, stop. Okay, I need to see some
Uh-huh.
recap videos. It was like way too much happened in the second season.
Oh yeah. Wait, I actually went back and rewatched the last episode, because I was like, wait a minute, that didn't happen? I was like, okay, got that back in order. Sometimes you gotta
Absolutely.
do it so much, especially with all these shows. But hey, Kate's back, and not only that, when they all get back to base, Rex gets another happy encounter when he sees that Ray is back to full health and ready to like rejoin the team. But I don't know, like, doesn't it kind of take something away knowing that no one really ever dies? Like, it kind of takes some of the thrill away when they take away the stakes like that. Like, basically, the whole team, other than the 2 newest members, have been killed and brought back by now.
I feel
Yeah.
like that's the game that comics have been playing from the very beginning. Like for two comparisons actually, I think for DC and for Marvel, Bruce Wayne's parents always end up dead. There's no reviving for them, and Uncle Ben on the MCU side always ends up dead. So the way they craft the storylines, I think, is what makes it somewhat, I don't want to say believable, but maybe just like plausible that those characters can go into different forms or just come back. I mean, Tony Stark had a whole ass funeral and was gone for several months before he became an AI for Riri Williams, her suit, and then he just all of a sudden was able to figure out how to poof himself back into humanity. So I feel like we just need to suspend our disbelief on that.
You feel it, and sometimes that's just the way it's going to happen.
Everyone got their canon event.
Exactly.
Then, as soon as Black Samson said, "The team is back and nothing can stop us or tear us apart now,"
Now he gonna die for saying that. Damn it!
Yo, you sweet summer child. Absolutely not, sir.
knew.
I expected better from you.
You knew it was game over right then and there, 100%. Oh, absolutely, that's classic. Oh, there's an alternate story where the
yes,
oh,
yes,
yeah,
I remember that. That is
Mhm.
that's a kick-ass story. I highly recommend going to see that one. That's where his mom actually becomes the Joker.
Speaking of breakups, called it a couple seasons back. Now that Mark and Amber are a thing of the past, it is Adam Eve time, and just knew these two were going to end up hooking up at some point. Like Amber said, it just makes too much sense. Oh, how are we feeling about it, fandom? Seeing these two cook up?
I don't mind it. Let them cook.
Let them cook. Absolutely. What doesn't make sense is why does Mark even wear a mask? Like literally flying his friend's car home over the street in like his street clothes. Like, what is he even hiding at this point?
I mean, that's better than Eve's. Because remember at one point we was like reviewing like the first season, we were like, why did she have like a mask or anything on when literally she's like walking down like the her school and like no one's saying, wait a minute, aren't you Eve or something like that? But who knows?
Because her hair was different. The only
her
thing
hair.
this
is truly a comic book type adaptation.
No, listen, see the thing that I will always say about that, about how they form these characters, Mark, especially Eve, also with her thing, is if you go all the way back, even with Superman, those seem like real stupid disguises, but still, the one that has them beat is the power of Grayskull He-Man. His disguise was literally a tan and a different outfit.
Yeah.
So when I see these random bullshit things that should not make sense, I just remember He-Man, and you know what? Nah, I'll let you get away with that. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're too young. Google He-Man and Adam, and you'll see what I mean.
I hated the
even
remake.
I know He-Man. Even I didn't watch it like that.
Oh no, fuck all those remakes. Nah, He-Man and the original He-Man and She-Ra, even the Masters of the Universe cheesy ass dumb movie.
I think
is still my childhood.
I think, Cart.
They did what?
Who?
I think they're planning on making a live adaptation.
Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah, it's in the works.
Just like How to Train My Dragon. Cecil's still trying to weasel his way into Oliver's life every chance he gets, and of course he is like he doesn't want him to like grow up to be another Nolan, like even though that's looking inevitable right about now. But I mean, can you be mad at Cecil trying to like get into Oliver's life and be a part of this superhero being that's just a child growing up, AK?
I absolutely 1000% am against him doing anything Oliver related, because no, we already see what Cecil is doing. The way he's treating Mark now, he's literally prepping and putting down the foundations of why the company, as he still has his superiors to answer to, as to why they need to replace Mark with Oliver. And Oliver is younger, he's more gullible as a child, and yeah, he literally just wants to be like his big brother. And Cecil will exploit that on any chance he gets, which is why, again, kudos to Mom for coming in like, bruh, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. Oh, if it wasn't for Debbie, all would be lost.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Debbie is the savior right here.
I'm more fearful of Oliver because, and I have to like rewatch like season 2 again because the whole culture. Because I know it's like Viltrumite and that whole like insect race. They did seem like peaceful people, but the whole thing with the Viltrumites, they were like they don't want certain like mixed breeding with like other species that look resemblance like humanoids. So it's like, why is that like reasoning? It's like, if something bad might end up happening, like once Oliver grows up or something?
Well, they
Or
always said it was because they considered it a lesser being, and they want to keep their.
Yeah.
They want to keep
unless
them.
it's more than that we're not knowing.
It's
That's me.
no,
I'm going that
no.
route.
It's straight up the Targaryens. We got to keep the bloodlines pure. They
Okay.
don't think anything else mixed with what's the name of
Right.
their people again?
Ultimates.
The venture mind. And anything mixed with them is like just a bastardization. It's like that little mix over there with the insect, that's House Blackwood. That mix over there with the human, that's the Brackens. You can't do that. They only think that their blood mixed with their blood is what is going to make the strongest, most capable soldiers. And up until this point, that I mean, in all fairness, in the experiments they've run, they've been correct. However, they were not ready to see the threat of the human spirit.
Hmm.
And that's just something in all of us. If some fuck shit is really going down, we will always buck against the system to get it corrected, even if it takes a long time.
And to get a big answer on all this, just wait till episode 4, the after credit scene.
Got you.
Also inevitable is Mark sticking his foot in his mouth, like when trying to talk to girls. Like, your boy just told you, leave what the other Eve told out your mouth, but just couldn't help himself. Had to let it slip out what the other Eve had told him. And basically now that's going to ruin everything about these two hooking up. It's like, can you not listen to anything? Like, your guy just let you know. Don't tell her that. Like, the other Eve said, you've been holding this down for 40 years. A girl doesn't want you to know that. Like, just leave that part out.
My one assessment on that is a Nigerian proverb that I am a fan of. It become a fan of in recent months. Wisdom is trying to catch him, but he runs fast.
He run too fast. Unbelievable. Like, come on, man. Listen up. Also extremely predictable was Oliver trying to sneak out of the house after Cecil said there was trouble. Like, Debbie was on his ass, like, instantly. Just already waiting outside the window. Like, and where do you think you're going? I love Debbie.
Debbie is that shit MVP, bro.
You did not think you were going anywhere. The trouble Cecil was called about was an old friend, Dr. Seismic, and it looks like he has upped his game quite a bit since the last time they captured him. Like, he's got every superhero in the land except Mark and Eve already. Like, this man
That is hella convenient. I'm like, you're telling me you've been plotting in prison, trying to study like every superhero moves, but two
just sitting there like,
especially the main two that always been a thorn on your side for the past 2 seasons. On that, I was like, that doesn't make a hick of sense. Like, if I was him, I would have been like, okay, where the hell is Invincible and Eve and all this bunch?
Maybe they fly too much. Maybe they fly around too much, so there is no way for those guys to get it because you need to be on the ground so they could take the ground out from under you and capture you.
Are they the only ones that can fly?
No, but the one they fly more than they walk, maybe, or something. Like, I don't know. I'm just giving them some kind of cartoon out.
Now I'm sus on all of that because one, the way this damn prison was looking, well, actually I get that. No, that for me is more of a episode 2. I'll leave that. But how did they not really know and look at him? Because the whole time he's in his cell, he's in the yoga foot pose and has his spirit fingers going against the ground. And you just got the report that there's all these types of seismic activities in the subways and underground tunnels from New York all around the US, and you don't think that's something you need to go look at immediately?
That's like if Magneto was like freaking floating in his damn prison. Obviously.
Right.
Sitting there like Buddha, just not moving. Just
no, see, when it comes to Magneto, no, that's not a good example. Iron metal was smuggled in for him to be able to do that scene. He wouldn't have gotten out without that. This is different.
This man is just doing. I'm not going to let some criminal just sit there in one pose like that and not think something's going on. Like, you're going to get up and move. Something's going to happen. Like, somebody make this man move spots. But yeah, again, like Mark with all that lip smacking and gum flapping, like if he'd have just flown in and snatched that little bald man up right out of the gate, there would have been no problems. But I guess he wanted to wait and see just what all the little guy had to come up with. And he found out real quick. But speaking of little guys, tell me Oliver isn't already becoming a little Brightburn in the making.
Go ahead, Phantom.
I mean, a kid with powers. I don't want to say he's Brightburn in the making. If so, then he probably would have killed someone by now, or kill some animals. Like this, I need some like animal killings or something like that to be like, okay, this is Brightburn in the making right now.
Okay, see, if that is something that is shown in the side quest of him, because we got a few flashbacks these couple episodes. If some random off scene comes up that shows that, then yeah, I would agree with you. He would go Brightburn, but we don't have the notes of that. This is a very sweet little kid, and why did he hide the fact that his powers had cut in? They've been telling him how dangerous people will view him if he has something extra like that from the very beginning. So yeah, he's cautious even with his family. I don't fault the kid for that. And now that he knows specifically, they've talked through it, other things have come up, they worked out. They are on the same page. And I think, again, kudos to Debbie, because she is raising this kid the exact right way, the same way she raised Mark.
Just make sure Oliver
I don't
isn't
think he's
telling
gonna be
people
evil.
who his father is. That's like a huge like red flag. Like, what do you mean your
Does
father's
he
Omni-Man?
does he know? Well, yeah, I
I
guess
think he would,
he
wouldn't
would.
he?
Wait. Does
I'm
he
I'm in the
know?
assumption. I'm in the assumption.
What's
Yes, that's
that?
what I'm saying. Does he know Debbie isn't his biological mother?
Yeah.
I don't think. Does he?
I don't.
Yeah.
Maybe?
I mean, he
When
came as
did
a baby, but I don't think they've ever hidden that from him. I don't think they've ever. He knows that his mom died and his dad was Omni-Man.
Okay, I think I need to see definitive proof of that, because that I feel like that's just a speculation because they haven't shown us that
Yeah.
yet.
Because he was like a baby in
I don't
season
know.
2.
Yeah, he was a baby, and they had no reason to tell him that this family he's with isn't his family. I mean,
Why would he be
Mark
purple and
obviously
nobody
is.
else is? Why would he be the only purple one?
I mean, if he turned on the
Because
TV and see a whole bunch of people that are not like, natural. So
it is
he probably put 2 and 2
2024.
together. Like, oh
I'm
yeah, this
saying,
person has like, molted skin, and this person can fly, stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, I'm normal. Like, I got purple skin.
right? Look, all he had to do was get on YouTube and view a random day in the subway in New York, and that would tell him everything he needs to know about the outside world.
Yeah, and we don't. Yeah,
Just saying, crazy shit happens in the subways, and people don't bat an eye.
But back to Mark, he, as usual, greatly underestimates the predicament he finds himself in, which like aids in him and Eve being captured. But lucky for them, Cecil has been working on some secret dark projects of his own, and thankfully was able to show up just in time and send some help. But of course, hard-headed Mark couldn't see it that way. Like, he would not let himself get past the evil that they had already done at some point. So even though they literally just saved his life, Mark still acts rash and like an unthinking kid, and just demands the ones that they did make retribution and be put back in jail. Like, okay.
I feel like he would have been like less pissed off. He used to be pissed. Maybe it was just Darkwing alone. But he also got the one other freaking mad scientist that literally like cut up and like be like torturing like all these people. I'm like, that's on a whole different level now. Like, what the hell?
But again, I mean, what if he's like rehabilitated and trying to use his powers for good? I mean, Cecil needs all the help he can get. Viltrumites are on the way. I don't know. I mean, how mad can you be at this man? Like you said.
Wait, hold on. What was the original question you had asked, DJ?
Just like, what does Mark have the right to act like this unrational kid? Like, does he have the right to demand that Cecil like put all these people that just literally saved his life?
Let me quickly answer this. AK.
Yeah. Okay. Exactly. Yes, because I don't remember if it was in this episode or episode 2, but Cecil makes the exact same call at one point. I think it may have been episode 2.
Yeah.
And so we can get we can get in deeper depth for that. Yeah, it was in his flashback. So I don't fault Mark for his moves right here.
Yeah, just he can't see past it and can't see the bigger picture. And for his own protection, Cecil walks them both into the White Room, and Mark asks, like, what do you need protection from? And Cecil said, from you, Mark. and just faded to black. Like,
That was
oh,
dumb from Mark. I'm like, yo, Mark, you really just following this guy? Suddenly ends up in like a whole white room. Like, I would have backtracked to something.
oh,
I'm
Mark,
saying, y'all
Granted, you are
can't see it.
invincible,
what's his
quote
name?
unquote.
What's his name?
Like y'all can't see it, but I know fandom you could picture it when it comes to when we go to the Italian village, and I mean like the old school Italian village, and we have all those old school gangsters. You know that some of them. I won't say stereotypes, but some of those movements that you see on TV be real, and this is basically somebody with their hand up. No, young buck, you need to listen to what the hell's going on here. This is everything that Cecil is projecting at this boy. Again, is what he has done. You led him into this room, but also Mark, you let yourself be led into this room. How
Mark
did
is
you
very
not see the obvious trap coming? And we've been talking about this since season 1. Mark, get your shit together, bro.
Oh, then we get the after credits scene showing Alan in prison with Nolan, and we also get to see another display of just how strong he is now. Like, also that Nolan is a bit of a softie these days. Well, as far as like Viltrumites go, he was actually glad to see they weren't able to kill Alan, and now Alan considers him his new bestie. Oh, that's too good. Like, what do we think of this first episode, AK?
Yo, I am all back in. It's rare that I start off with this score, but I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. It gave me, a great continuation from the storylines that ended in the last season, brought in a few more new complexities, and several side quests that I would really like to see pan out. And even if they don't, just the fact that they threw those breadcrumbs in there just adds to the mystique, and I loved it. So yeah, I'm gonna go with my Billy Porter from Pose. Tens across the board.
Oof, Madon. What do you think about that, fandom?
Yeah, it was a good opening for season 1. Good one, especially like the ending, even like the post credit scene we got. Like for me, 9 out of 10 because the plot convenience of like them not capturing Invincible and Eve. That's like my only gripe with it. Just the plot convenience there. I see what was the whole setup just to expose like how Cecil was bringing Darkwood and the other guys machines. But other than that, it was a solid episode.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
2 thumbs, 2 snaps. Get it?
2 snaps up in the Z formation. Look, you know that. Come on with that, DJ. That's how. See, me and DJ be dating ourselves right there. Men on film. What you know about that?
Oh, in living color, absolutely.
In living color.
Oh, well, as usual, we got just a couple trivia questions. We'll see what we remember about this. Oh, got some up. See what we've got. Trivia question number 1: what is Oliver's nanny's name?
Oh, fuck.
But I got my notes. 2 seconds.
I didn't take notes. I almost want to say Sarah, but I don't think that's right. Sarah Jennifer Megan.
Sarah Jennifer name, but not that.
You said it's a Sarah Jennifer name. Jenny?
No, I'm just kidding. Just a basic.
Let me tell you something. Look, Fire Marshal Bill, bruh.
How Mac is here? How Mac?
And if y'all didn't know, Jim Carrey, that is where he got his start on In Living Color. Nobody wanted to give him a chance until he got to the brothers on this 90s TV show.
It wasn't
if you
Kate?
don't know that story, look it up.
What'd you say?
It wasn't Kate, was it?
It was not Kate. No.
Oh my gosh! Of all damn names I've been writing down.
Wait, hold on. Ask the question again, please.
What is Oliver's nanny's name?
It wasn't Barbara or something.
Remember. Beth, Barbara.
Oh yeah.
Karen.
I know Cecil was pissed off that she trusts her more than Cecil. He's like, wait, what?
and again, that is Cecil projecting. Cecil, how the fuck very dare you?
And Debbie's crazy for trusting this woman too. Cecil gave you this woman.
Facts.
This woman came. Like, what are you thinking? If you trust her, you.
Oh wait, does Haymaker have it?
He does not.
Oh, Susan.
That is also incorrect. Anybody watching later? Put
Michelle.
this down below. Question number 2: what classes are Eve taking in college?
Architect?
No, I don't. It's something to do with architecture, but that's not the specific name of the class. Shit. Damn it, I'm gonna have to start writing shit down again.
Makes sense from that building falling.
Right, exactly. Yeah, you're all over it.
Yeah, yeah. Right. There's a very specific word for it though. That's what's escaping me right now. I know it's the word that DJ is looking for. Damn it,
Poli-sci, that's amazing.
poli-sci. Sir, go, John, go to your room. Hey, Maker, go to your room immediately.
How old was the monster Mark was fighting in the beginning?
How old? Isn't he like 8 years old?
Oh, we nailed
8.
one.
Yeah, that's right. He was a kid. I forgot about that. I saw those two parents. I was like, wait, that motherfucker is a child?
Well, you could tell when he said, he's like, "You're mean."
You're
Like,
mean.
I was like, hold up, wait a minute.
Yep. I was like, that is a child. Oh, how long was Mark able to stay submerged under lava?
7 minutes and
Oh, was that
42
7
seconds.
minutes or something?
He's
Boom,
like,
boom.
I
Fandom
got
coming in with the seconds. You damn right,
Right?
little bruv.
it. I know it. Oh, how many new costumes did Mark say he was going to need if he was going to keep this
20.
training away? He said,
20.
you already know. And last but not least, he's finishing strong. How much has Mark increased his strength by in the last 90 days?
138%.
100. Yeah.
Said, slam it and drop the
Get
mic
that.
and walk
Get
out.
that.
Get some.
Now,
Absolutely.
episode 2, don't ask me anything.
Oh, episode 2 is where it really comes
I was
in.
enjoying it too much. I was like, fuck this. I'm not right.
Right, I had that same mentality for both of them. I could not stop and take notes because shit was just too compelling.
Especially the whole Cecil flashback. I'm like, nah, finally about to get why I got those damn scars.
Let's get into it.
Let's get right into it. Invincible Season 3, Episode 2, A Deal with the Devil. And this episode starts with the origin story of Cecil and how he came to be. And I know they showed his face like is jacked up, but do you think like by the end we're going to find out that Cecil also has died before and been brought back? What do you think, Phantom?
Nah, I think that's like just to like not like mess up with his backstory. I just want to just be like this only, nothing else.
I just feel
Just
like he
that.
has, and that's why he feels.
And only
Well,
his right hand man is like that in a situation where he's like in a something cyborg form. Because him like appearing here and there, I still think that it's just like a button wherever he just uses.
Oh, for sure that is.
see,
But I think that's why he felt justified in doing it to his right hand man, because he's had it done to himself.
it was done to him, right? And given what we saw in this opening sequence, and if you remember in previous seasons, I'm fairly certain that I had some questions about that situation also, because effectively, again, all roads lead to Thrones or the MCU here. This is Coulson dying again, our right hand guy, and getting brought back to life by really ridiculous means. Cecil, in the midst of this opening sequence, he suffered some very, very, very horrendous what's the word I'm looking for?
Traumatic
Injuries.
episodes.
So I was surprised that they were even able to get him back. And furthermore, even besides that, the two people he locked in that little box, they were worse off than him. And they were also brought back. So no, I think Cecil absolutely could be one of those carbon copies. And maybe not carbon copy, that might not be the right word for the situation, but that's basically it. I think it fits. Phantom.
Yeah, both convinced me now.
What happened?
Yes, you convinced me now. Yeah, convincing me. Because there's so many times when people are like close to death or whatever, and they bring them back in a perfect body, and we're like, huh.
Yeah,
his skin melted, bro. There was nothing but bone and muscle fibers.
Yeah, I think he might. Yeah, they said that's the only part of him. That might be the only part of him that's actually ever really alive. Like not just your skin. Like they brought you back alive. So
yeah,
and they might have done it more than once. So that was pretty cool. But it was cool by how like the end of this episode, the story had come like full circle. Like first Cecil couldn't see past the evil some had done, and now Mark was kind of in the same boat like we were talking before. I like how they touched on that and brought it all the way around. Yeah. But that's a tough one. Like, was Cecil justified for shooting the rehabilitated criminals even after they had just saved his life? Like, how do you feel about that, AK?
No, I think he ended up in the exact place he needed to end up. And obviously, his bosses were going to control that narrative because that jail looked like Arkham Asylum could have been the Ritz Motel compared to the shit that we saw in that prison. And no, I think he absolutely should have been guilty and sent to jail. And specifically because in the time frame that we have, all of the rest of American history, floats in from that. This is not a new thing that has been done. And if you're up on your lore, I'll keep it cute to the MCU and not go into politics, but there were folks that probably should have been brought up on some war crimes that were just too brilliant of scientists to be dismissed. So they recruited them, which is the exact same thing that Boki Woodbine's his director character did here. I will not get rid of talents that are that great. No, I will fix them. So now they're on our side.
But the man
And
is no
that's from
longer
history.
wearing his own skin because of them. Like, numerous people were needlessly murdered because of them. Like, do they really just get a second chance, fandom?
Dude, everyone deserves a second chance. But I could see his mindset of why he did it. Do I agree with it?
Agree.
No. But I could see why he did it.
Right.
Yeah, I can't.
He
If
never
you-
healed from
right.
it.
I just understand.
bro. Right, exactly. That's exactly what I was about to say. I ain't saying he should have did it, but I understand.
I
So
just
yeah,
didn't understand.
that's basically it.
It was good
Dave
to see.
Chappelle right there.
No, that wasn't Dave Chappelle. 10 points from
Oh,
Hufflepuff. Damn it, that was Chris Rock.
I'm pretty sure both of them said it. But who said it first?
No,
That's Chris
it
Rock.
was Chris Rock.
I'm not saying that was like
See,
the main part
DJ
of that
just
whole
confirmed. Nah,
movie.
cut
Oh,
that,
100%.
the champagne room. Cut that out, fandom.
That was good. It was good to see, though, even though he was like in a place of higher power, Cecil still had to atone for his, like, I don't know, well, let's call it what it was, straight up murder. Like,
absolutely.
At least he did have to.
No, he wasn't that much
Absolutely.
good friends. But that was Amanda Waller. They would have brushed it off. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that would swept that under the rug real quick. You
See,
just knew when they
but-
put him. What's that?
So, no, I was gonna say, but that's the thing, though. They took into account everything he did. They could have brushed it over, like they did with Amanda Waller, but they needed him to be to get into the position that he did in that jail. They were grooming him, like Lord Commander Jor to Jon Snow. They were grooming him for leadership, even though he didn't see it that way.
Double meaning. You were paying your penance and you were learning. It works out.
Exactly.
So this is foreshadowing that eventually Mark will now team up with villains down the line.
Oh.
I
That's
mean,
what they're trying to gear.
see,
Just to defeat
what-
like the Butchermites or something. Hopefully,
like what level of the villains? Because
that's
I agree
the
with
only
you.
one. That's the only like powerful like villain like we know so far is the Ultramites. Hopefully, I'm still saying that correctly.
That's very interesting. Yeah. I think that could be a great storyline.
Yeah, I like that. That's sick. But you just knew when they put Cecil in that with that monstrosity of a man that Cecil was going to end up running the entire joint. Like he just looked right up at him all calm, like, and what's your name? Like just like clockwork. That's exactly how it went down. Like Cecil
I thought he was gonna like kill him with like a pen or pencil or something, but I was like, oh, I guess he
No, really?
Well, Cecil puts him to work. Cecil is that man. He just gets.
I thought he walked in there and he assessed the situation correctly. And hey, what's your name? And then we cut through years later to this man literally being his secretary, crawling out the small cell and going into the waiting room. My guy, my boss will see you now. Follow me. That's all. And I could not fault Cecil at all in that moment because my take on, again, that the way that person looked, that shit was horrendous. There was literally graffiti and bullshit everywhere.
And there used to be a bunch of murder.
Yeah, and they, all of the troubled victims. Oh, I don't know if victims is the right word, but all of the troubled individuals that were right there that they had to walk past, they all had some random inkling to try to go after him for some reason. And Cecil saw that shit and he assessed the situation correctly. this big man in the cell probably had never been shown a whole lot of kindness in any way, shape, or form. So, hey, bruh, what's good?
Working
What's your
both
name?
sides of it.
My name's Cecil. How you doing?
His boss that put him in jail
I know
came to
you
offer him
saw.
his boss that put him in there offered to come back and offered him his job at the PA, and he said he was stepping down to take a position with a new special projects group. So are we going to end up seeing him and his new special projects group again? It's in future episodes, Phantom?
Yeah, most definitely. So what is it? No clue.
I mean,
his new Suicide Squad, or maybe his Peacekeeper Squad,
right? Because like the director of GDA seems like a fairly lofty position. Like I'd love to see where you move up from there.
He's did y'all get the vibe that he, and I'm saying Bokeem Woodbine because I recognize his voice immediately.
The new Amanda
Coming in
Waller.
that character. Do you think that maybe he's going to be like kind of like the eyes in the sky, I guess, that puts all the superheroes into the place where they need to be, kind of like the man on the wall
Something
to get things done?
Because it already seems like he's already the Amanda Waller. So if he's stepping up on top of that, I mean, he's not going to be the president. So what kind of secret spy, crazy alien?
It could just be that.
He's putting a team together.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to be the new Sam Jackson is what it sounds like, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what Cecil is, which was what he was already. So like I said, where do you go up from there? I can't wait to see what that is.
Exactly. The shit is so lit. It reminded me so much of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's great.
So we get to see Cecil truly is every bit the gangster we always thought he was. Also, no holds barred, ruthless. Like, that's brutal. And planting a weapon inside Mark's head. But, I mean, was he justified in doing so? I mean, after having to deal with Daddy-O, how do we feel about this, Phantom?
Yeah.
See?
You need a plan B just in case.
JIC.
Or that, or just test to see it works on Mark. So that when his pops returns, because last time the pops returned, a lot of bad shit did happen. Boom. Or another Ultimate comes in. Boom. Because what's her name? Vanessa, whatever that chick's name who came and beat up like Mark. Test it on her next.
Right. Yeah. I mean, my goodness.
I don't agree. I don't agree with that. Because again, when you look at the dynamics of that scene, that was him all the way trying to push Mark into some bullshit. And the only reason that Mark went off like that is because of the energy that Cecil was giving him. So I don't know. I don't think he should have been implanted with anything in his brain. What proof for them? And again, we saw Mark is always evil across the board, except here. What actual proof does Cecil have that he'll end up being like his father? He has none. His dad's blood running through that's not enough for me. Again, just speaking as an immigrant coming into this country from someplace else, you can't just randomly judge folks like that. And Mark, I think, has already proven
when you're an alien.
Mark has already proven that he's not like that. And Cecil here again has gone against his word because he was supposed to be helping Mark and protect them. And yeah, we'd be doing these heavy weightliftings, but that's only because you want to make sure that I am better so you can be saved. It's very transactional, and I feel like Mark is a little naive in how he's doing this.
Well, I think that's good that you guys are 50-50 on, kind of. I think that's just kind of one of those 50-50 questions. Like, I mean, again, like, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying I understand. Like,
I suppose I could say I understand, but it just seems real sketch, especially when you tell him you're afraid of him, but you're the one that pushed him into this corner to where he's defensive and ready to fight back.
Yeah. Well, he was already kind of on one. That's why Cecil went in that room, because he was already kind of starting in that direction. He's like, "You're not threatening me." He's like, "I haven't threatened anybody." He's like, "Then I don't know. I'm pretty scared."
He had where did he threaten him before that?
Pretty much the whole thing about it, like telling him no and this and that, and you can't, and I'm not gonna, and you have
Because
to do it
Cecil was
my
lying
I'm
way.
to
confused.
him.
Who's threatening who? Hold up.
No, Cecil was lying to him and he saw through those lies. So he
Oh, yeah.
asked them again to be clear.
Well, he's trying to say, I need these guys. You're not seeing the bigger picture. And Mark's just like, no, these guys are bad and they need to go. And who's running
Which
things?
is the exact
Who's running
same
things?
thing that
Who's the
Cecil
boss?
did back in the day, though. That's why I think it's so egregious. You're projecting your bullshit onto this boy and you're mad at him. You're the hypocrite.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Not
he
Mark.
was. Yeah,
he was a hypocrite right
That's
there.
what I'm
But
saying.
like I said, I understand. I get
I think it's more of with Mark. It's like you're keeping so many secrets, just like what his father did with him. So maybe if Cecil actually would just like brought him in and say, "Oh, this is what we're doing," maybe Mark would have seen like Mano wouldn't react
Agreed.
that way.
Yeah. I think if Mark would have been properly
I
read
doubt
in,
it because that
he
was
would
his
have
best
seen
friend
the
that went through that
breadcrumbs.
shit. He saw how devastated and ripped apart his best friend was dealing with everything that happened because of that man. I think he's got too many deep feelings about it. That's why Cecil had to keep it away. Mark
But
was
it's that deep feelings plus what happened between him killing Sinclair. Because that's the whole thing. Everything so far we've seen with Mark this far this season has been the result of him killing someone. So now it's just amplified even more.
Oh, you mean
Exactly.
Yeah.
Angstrom Lee.
Oh, Angstrom. Yeah, there we go. Sorry.
But
Yeah.
what a
Who's
clusterfuck.
Sinclair? Oh my gosh.
Sinclair's like the evil scientist guy.
Okay.
Yeah, well, what a clusterfuck that went down at the Guardians headquarters. Like Mark just destroys
Bruh.
millions and single-handedly like breaks up the Guardians. Like he really is an arrogant little shit. Like Cecil said, he was quick to run off and help his mass murdering father, but God forbid anybody else gets a second chance at redemption.
That part.
Oh shoot! Hold up.
Come on to catch up, little bruv. Come on.
You got a good point there. Got a good point
Wait,
there.
let me backtrack a couple steps.
Wait. Hold on. Let me go back and place these new breadcrumbs I had veered from the path. My bad. I see the connections now.
Oh shit. Yeah, it was just too much. Too much.
I'm glad you were able to come into that realization, Vando.
Oh. So then while Mark's explaining to the fam like what just went down, little Oliver shows his true colors once again. Like Mark told them how he threatened Cecil and he said he'd kill him if he ever came near his family again. And little Ollie just like then, well then why didn't you just kill him already? Like, whoa, what? Is this a little kid thinking like this? Like he's like, then you wouldn't have to sweat him anymore. I'm not saying the logic's gone. I'm just saying like you're not supposed to be thinking like this.
All right, supposed to be watching like Barney.
Sure?
Like, well, what are we watching on like YouTube
Right?
there, boy?
What is happening?
Nah.
Just
See,
kill him
I'm
already.
I'm not even thinking of Barney. I'm thinking of then what was the name of that cartoon? I forget, but basically the gist was if you were doing some random fuck shit, then you deserve to get your comeuppance. You don't get to hide behind this random rationality shit because you think, oh wait, damn it, wait, I was wrong in making that move. Oh, I'm so sorry. Please don't judge me.
No, that's
come
crazy.
on.
That's crazy.
crazy.
Debbie scolds him, saying, "We don't kill in this family ever." And when she had
Are
said
you
that,
sure?
like, you might
So
want
you
to
know Shane West Indian because hearing that comment, she would have backed at him and was like, boy.
Bro, did you forget who you was married to before?
Every man in your family has killed, and the little one seems to be just days away from his first slaying the way he's going. Like, he is just a little too matter-of-factly talking about killing other people. Like, he is definitely his father's
I guess
son.
this part of the brain just hasn't been fully developed yet for him to, like, you know.
See, I don't even think it's that. You got to think about it. I mean, genetic memory can be a thing here in this situation, but he is a child of the era that they're in. He's watching TV, he's playing the sports, and he's seeing the things that stand out to him the most and what will shape his behavior. I don't know that I could think that he would become a supervillain.
Feel it.
And we also see that much of their race that he's from. I forgot the insect people, but they don't seem like.
Well,
Yeah,
they
bunch
were
of
weren't they peaceful?
Yeah.
As far as I remember, they
from
were
what we
very
saw,
peaceful.
it was like
Yeah, like
we don't know in a
didn't they knew
situation like that. It's like, hey, what would they do?
yeah,
Hey,
like
what's
they
up,
knew
Jake?
they were under attack, and they didn't want to fight back because they're
Yeah, I need to
pacifists.
watch season 2. Yeah, I need
Yeah,
to
like I said, we
That was
know
the
they're
whole reason
a
for
bunch
his
of
brother
liars.
being sent to Earth. Yeah.
Okay.
The only reason they were able to get Invincible is because they're a pack of liars just out there.
Yeah,
lying.
what's good, Jake?
And what's
But
up
the
with
baby don't
Eve?
know nothing about that. Sorry.
Like, who cares what the catalyst was? The point is that Mark finally asked you out. Why is she trying so hard to mess it up, Phantom?
Just grab the scene again.
Eve, when all of a sudden, like her and Mark are like hooking up, and like they're basically going to start seeing each other, and then he lets it slip about basically that the other Eve, what the other Eve said, and now she's going to freak out and like, who cares? Like, he finally asked you out. You wanted this. He wants this. Why would you just use that to freak out and now all of a sudden not want it? Like, I don't get it.
And Tales old as time.
What's
Mark
up?
always messing up.
Can we get some help, AK? What is it about?
Is it right? Like, see, and I would like to ask for clarity. What do you mean a tale as old as time in that context, fandom?
I mean, like Mark's situation, he's just terrible with relationships. Let's have what's her face?
Amber?
Season 1. There we go.
What about Rex Explode, Jake? I
Right.
think he's got an amazing arc coming through. They've completely
Okay.
from Jamie Lannister style.
DJ, ask your question again, please. I want to make sure that I'm understanding it correctly.
Just Eve, like she's been waiting all this time. She's always wanted to hook up with Mark. Mark's deep down always wanted to hook up with her. They're finally got it together. It's finally here. And then he lets it slip out what the first Eve said. And now she's going to flip out and leave and just not mess everything up and not want to see him. Like, why?
Yeah.
I just don't get
it. Because the way he phrased that made it seem like, oh, I don't have an ultimatum. I have to go here and make this work, or else I'm going to be letting down someone in the future that I don't really even have a connection with. And that older Elseword Eve told him that. He recognized her immediately and she said, Eve, not the Eve that you know, though. So that lets us know right there, I think, in all of the multiverses, this same shit has played out with them all the time. And there are a few times where they work out, and maybe where older Eve escapes and gets to this point and she's like, bruh, just cut her loose. She's gonna be fucking miserable worrying about you. And we've already seen notes of that. It not just because of Mark, with her mom and dad. This is the reason that she's off living in the freaking half jungle by herself.
Right, but this is the bridge that can bring it back. Mark's here. He's open. You can make this happen.
And he needs to go do that, but the way he worded that was just not correct. He made it seem legit that he was only doing that because an older her had told him to do that.
You're not like asking like
That's
this
the
Eve
problem.
out. You're kind of like asking out a version of Eve that really doesn't exist.
That could be.
Yeah.
And well, no, I won't say that she doesn't exist. She exists on another reality.
Yeah, I know.
And Mark isn't taking the hints.
Well, speaking of fuck off, looks like the Guardians are breaking off, and half the crew can't get over what Cecil did. Like, was that a step too far, putting a weapon in Mark's head? Are we still 50-50 on that, Phantom?
Nah, I shouldn't have done that.
He shouldn't have done it now?
Nah.
I'm saying I'm staying strong. I get it. I'm like, yeah, I'd have done the same.
He could have still made the weapon, just don't put it in Mark's head.
I'm putting it in Mark's head. I saw what
Daddy. Oh my gosh. You can still test it.
You're gonna make sure.
You could just randomly just like play and be like, oh shit, what the hell was that? Because you're like ringtone and be like, hey.
He could have tested that shit in outer space. If he would have told Mark what was going down, Mark would have been down. There wouldn't have even been a need for mystery or a conflict. That's what I'm saying. Cecil, you out of pocket, bro.
Daddy played nice too until he didn't. I ain't trusting shit. I ain't trusting no Viltrumites ever.
I'm not mad at him for that,
Oh.
but you gotta see where your allies are, though.
Why Immortal like so sure? Why is Immortal so sure the team will come back? Like, has this exact situation gone down in years past? So he thinks it's just going to play out the same way. Like, how did he thinks he knows how it's going to end?
100%.
I think that's
how
how.
he views them like a family. Like how many times like your family splits and then next thing you know they just come back and make up. So that's how he could just kind of like imagines it, but it's not like that. They're dysfunctional, way too dysfunctional. But who knows?
Nah, yeah.
They're probably gonna come back in death, most likely. That's what I'm hoping.
I think so. Monster Girl gives Rudy a kiss for choosing to come with them, but he admits to Black Samson that she's not the only reason he's going. He said Invincible is the strongest superhero on the planet, and someday he may need his help. What evil-ass deeds does Rudy have planned for the future, AK?
Okay, wait. Which one is Rudy?
The robot, the little kid that's seeing the little girl.
Oh. Damn.
Little robot Rudy used to be just a blob in a brain, and then he took the body. He took what's his face's face, basically.
I don't know who is her current love interest.
She doesn't have one. She's the monster girl. She's a little girl. Remember, she's old.
Yeah. That's right.
So he made his body to be her same age, so they could, because he's in love with her.
So yeah, those arenas are very, very tricky. So honestly, I can't say any definitive answer because all of them could seem to be randomly weird in some weird way.
But Rudy,
I don't know.
he's the genius of the crew, and he said when he's up here talking like he might need Invincible's help someday, sounds like he has plans on doing maybe some absolute shady shit. Let's call it what it is.
So I wouldn't say shady, but it's more smart because he isn't wrong in terms of like the strongest right now is like the Viltrumites right now.
So, yeah, I mean, for sure he knows like where the which side of the toast is buttered, but who's to say that Invincible's going to help you out then? But I mean, the fact that he walked with him in this time of need and took his side, maybe he will. It's a smart play, but I'm just wondering, like, I think he's got some evil.
He's sus
for the future. Very. I got both eyes on
hella
this.
Sus.
But I was waiting for him to say,
we are in
like,
agreement.
Oh, even though I'm like, leaving, I'm not really leaving type thing. So, but he didn't like have that. So I'm like, who knows?
It was good to see Debbie finally get out on a date. At least she got out of the house for a while, even if it was.
I love that so much. I love that for her so much. And the guy, again, kudos to him. Didn't we see him last season?
Yeah.
Was he part he was like one of Mark's teachers in high school or
no,
was
he
it in the college?
He works with Debbie at the
or he works with okay. Now I love that scene. I really truly hope that they link up and can form a very caring and loving relationship. My first thought though, seeing it tonight, is damn it, Venture my daddy about to come over here and ruin everything that was great about this scene, and I don't want that.
Oh yeah, like she said, it's been a year or two, so she's bound to be a little rusty. But yeah, how does that end up? What do you do? I mean, do you even date a woman like that, Phantom?
Exactly.
Like knowing that at some point you're probably gonna get ripped in half.
Oh, we can still date. No, wait, hold on.
What?
So my thing is, if you have a kid, it's like, what's the status of the husband? Is he dead, or is he in prison?
Well, that's just it. Yeah, Debbie had told
or
me.
Like life with no parole type thing.
Debbie said that he's dead. But.
Oh, then we're good. But then Invincible comes. If I see like freaking Omni-Man up here at the front door say, "Oh, where's my wife?" Deb would be like, "Oh, she's over there, deuces."
Now, see, if he went to the house right now and Mark answered the door, I think Mark would just slam the door in his face.
I mean, that's understandable.
There might be a few words before he does that, but those words will be, "Stay the fuck away from my mom. Door closed. Fuck you very much."
And then everything would be like, "Mark," and then reopen the door.
Uh-huh.
Cecil doesn't seem to be handling the Guardians breakup very well at all. And Donald isn't the biggest fan of Darkwing being put on as a full-time member. Like, I don't know. How do you feel about a known murderer being put on in the team? I mean, technically, they've all murdered. So aren't we just talking semantics here? Like, how do we feel about
Yes,
that?
Mannix. Was he pissed off?
Who?
What's who?
Cecil.
Cecil's doing what he needs to do. I mean, this is what he's got to work with, and he's making the best with what he's got. But his boy is not happy. Donald's like, you are not. I mean, I get it when we needed him and we had no other choice, but you're not really going to make him a full-out guardian. Like, that's different things.
Hey, part-time.
Right. Isn't he on the Guardians team, though?
No, he used to be, and he got kicked off, and he's been murdering people out there in Dark City. Like,
oh, okay, right.
So yeah, he's
Is he pretty much Batman if you start killing people?
What's that?
Is he pretty much Batman if Batman kill people?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if that was controlled, maybe. But I don't know. I gotta go back and watch a couple episodes again.
But yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. Cecil was a boss, seeing like the power of Omni-Man and flying straight out there to meet him, talking about, if I die, I die. Christmas comes early for you guys. I was just like, Cecil is about that life. What a sick
Was this the episode where he saw Omni-Man for the first time?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he knew, like, yeah don't trust him.
Exactly. He's like,
he knew it from jump start. Yeah. So the moment I'm guessing Mark was born, he was like, watch the kid.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Just like now with Oliver, he's like, watch Oliver.
Also, how fitting was that when the first time those two met, Omni-Man was just completely drenched and covered in blood. Like, just
it was fitting.
Just a little omnibus there. Like, yeah, that's just right there letting you know what's to come. Be ready.
Yep.
Like, I think wasn't he also like prepared? Didn't he? After we watched the end of like episode 2, because was he kind of like almost like warning them, like when people's gonna come or something?
Oh, he said, I was sent here to help and protect you. The freaking board of wants me to come down here and help you guys. He's like, yeah, board of security. He's like, Cecil said, you don't get anything in this universe for free.
Yeah, so inevitably he was expecting some people to eventually come, I'm supposing, because if some people's alien race send one person to quote unquote help, eventually some other people are gonna come and visit.
Exactly. He's no idiot. He knows better. Oh, but that was the end of episode 2. What do we think of this one, Phantom?
Just as good as the first, man. I've been waiting for this Cecil episode. I wanted to know like how he got those damn cuts.
Right? Exactly. Give me a little backstory. We finally got the Cecil origin.
And he's like, then his like boss was like, oh, I need some money back from that undue job over there. He's like, no, I want to keep it from him. I'm like, yep, this is it. This is Cecil here. And almost on the Cecil train, then AK brought me out. He's like, get up back on that fence.
Oh, what'd you think about this one, AK?
Yeah, I am again channeling my best Billy Porter 10s across the board. It gave me everything, even more questions that I did not know that I would enjoy trying to find the mystery of. So yes, solid 10.
Speaking of questions, we got a couple right here to see what everybody remembers about this episode. Oh, let's see if we can bring it in. This one's a little bit tougher. Let's see what we got. If you know these answers, put them in the comment section. If you're watching later, put them in the comment section down below. What was the name of the order that Cecil fought and brought down in the beginning?
I knew that was going to be a question.
What was the name of the order that Cecil fought and
First, I thought it was going to be like the Servant Society, like the first.
Yeah, they did look like they were about to be the Snake
right.
Society. Yeah.
Maybe, Jake. You never know. But right now, we're going to be knocking out Invincible, and then I think it's going to flow right on into the new Daredevil season and be jumping into that. We're just talking about that. We got the new Daredevil coming out, and I think it's going to come out perfect right after we get done with this one. So I think that's how it's going to roll for a minute. Mm-hmm. Oh, what was the male baddie's name from the order? What was the guy's name?
The male baddie's name from the order.
And Cecil busted in there and found those two. What was the guy's name? If you know that, put it in the comment section down below.
Definitely don't remember.
How many people in the market did the leaked gas get to and kill before it was contained?
17.
Hey, there we go. Oh, I
That was
agree, Jake.
sad. I was like, damn. I thought he saved them all, but then when he said 17, I'm like, shit.
I
Could
know.
have been
I
more.
mean, in the grand scheme of things, though, a lot more people could have been hurt.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's
but
probably another reason why he killed the two of them. He's like, yo, there's 17 people you
Yeah.
killed.
exactly. Tell the families
Yeah.
how they feel that we did a good job. Oh, who did Cecil take over for at the GDA?
Damn it! I
You should
know
say his name too.
I'm gonna say Bokeem Woodbine. That's the author. That's the voice actor that voiced that character, and he literally was like the MCU equivalent of Fury. I don't remember his actual name though.
Feel it. Well, then, damn, Jake, I'm glad I only did the first 2 episodes. We are going to do all 3, and I was like, oh, let's just do 2 today, and we'll do the next 2.
Yeah, do a couple.
Yeah.
Absolutely. How many deaths a week did the ex-GDA director say the jail had before Cecil got there and cleaned it up? How many deaths a week were there in the jail before Cecil got there?
Or in which jail?
When Cecil got sent to jail, there was a certain amount of deaths a week, and then he cleaned it up. How many deaths a week were there before he got there?
Or was it 2 or something?
Oh shit! Yo, damn it! 10.
I know one person was getting ready to die. Was like dying.
10, 12, 15.
John Haymaker bringing it home. Absolutely correct. You got it.
Go ahead. See, that's why Haymaker's my guy.
3 kills a week. Absolutely. How old was Mark when he got his powers?
Was he 19?
Ooh, AK bringing it home. 17. Absolutely correct. Well done, you. Well done, you. How many years has it been since Debbie's last date?
Oh shit! I want to say 5, but I don't think it's that exact.
It has to be 18 or 19.
I think fandom's more on the right track, thinking the right way.
Oh, okay. Wait. Ask the question again.
How many years has it been since Debbie's been on a date? Since Debbie's last date? Almost a trick question in a way.
So is it 17?
How old is Mark?
Okay, well, let's put this question on hold. How old is Invincible?
I was say, isn't he like 18 right now or 19?
He's 18 or 19.
Oh, shit.
The series started when it was 17.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 24?
No, he has to be. We saw when he got his powers in season 1. You just said 17.
Yeah,
so
he got his powers when he was 17, so he's got to be like 2021.
Damn, right now. He is?
How old is he, fandom?
Isn't he 18? I feel like you said the answer already.
You did say the answer already.
God damn, I knew he was going to say that.
18. No, 18's been more than 1 year.
I can't recall a Christmas episode.
That's not. Oh no, it's only been Halloween. That's not enough.
Well, if anybody comes out with that one, put that one in the comment section. Let us know.
Do any of our chatters have the right answer?
Nope.
He failed college. I don't remember any of them like graduating.
Phantom said it like 3 times. He just won't land on the right one.
Oh my god!
Man, yo, harness your fucking chi, bro.
18-pound answer.
What's that?
18-pound answer.
We already said 18 was not it.
Oh, then 17.
18, 17. No, I said 17. That's not an answer either.
Oh, then it's 19.
There we
15,
go.
19.
It's been 2 years since the show. It's been like a year. Yeah, why didn't they haven't done no holidays?
Yo, time flies when you're having fun.
Absolutely.
Or dying near death.
We were having too much fun, so Ms. Minutes came through from the Loki verse and said, "No, we're about to squash that shit."
So now that we know how old Invincible is, how long do you think it was since Debbie's last date?
Okay, so it has to be 19.
Yeah.
Or at least 18. Wait, between 19 or 18.
No.
I think it's lower than 19.
Semantic.
Dang, he didn't pop a question within the first year.
You guys are going the wrong way.
I want to say 20. I want to say 21, but that doesn't fit. 19 years, 17, 16.
Did he say the answer?
No.
No, it's not in there.
What's
I have
Cecil's
to.
last name?
Me and Fandom will have to start writing in Astros.
Hey,
down
John
again.
brought it back.
What is it?
Roundabout way.
Sheds
but we
related
got
to 20.
there.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, none of it. Yeah, we all kept to the teen years. Nobody said 20. Well done.
If he's 19, it was probably a year before that. Since
We don't like maths around here, okay?
bad.
We are not Milt.
Anybody know what Cecil's last name is? You know that one? Write it down in the chat. What's Cecil's last name?
Cecil. I forget. I want to say Anderson, Sheffield.
What does the GDA stand for?
I definitely don't remember that.
Grand Theft Auto?
Grand Theft A. What's GDA stand
Grand
for?
Theft Auto.
What is the position that, or what is the place that Cecil runs?
I'm thinking of TVA. Oh my god.
GDA.
Yo, that would be some deep dive multiverse shit right there.
Oh, two more and we're out of here. What planet is Omni-Man from?
I don't remember the Viltrumite homeworld.
Grand Theft Auto. Oh, anybody remember what planet is
Viltra
Omni-Man
Prime? What'd you say?
I just said, what planet is Omni-Man from?
I can't think of it now, but the moment we cut off stream, I'll be like, well, damn it.
Yeah, I can't.
Oh, maybe his boss went into like doing some studies with the multiverse. That'll probably be like the next big thing, honestly.
Feel it? Could be. I like that answer. I like that. And last but not least, what color are Eve's eyes?
Blue?
Green?
You said Uranus.
Or the obvious pink?
AK was right there.
Green.
Green, absolutely correct. We're going to get it right there. Oh, that's going to do it for us. It felt good to be back on and throwing another one. And we, of course, are going to be right back here Tuesday doing the same damn thing in the same damn exact-ish time. So I hope everybody can make it back. And I definitely hope everybody has an absolutely fantastic weekend. Oh, man, good to be back. I want to thank Fandom and AK for coming on here. We were back with
Always.
people. We are going to be back on Tuesday, and we will see you all then. I hope everybody out there is having an absolutely fantastic week, and it only gets better from here. Till we see you on the next one. Be easy, everybody.
Come through for the